Hello everyone. So this part of the lesson is actually directly related to the quiz. This kind of questions actually examines your concept about this linear and quadratic function. So let's discuss it this way. So this question is write a function for each of the graph below. Uh, how can we write a function? How can we make a function? Or what is the portion of this graph like? So how can we find it out? So to find it out, this is actually what? This is actually a linear function, right? Straight line. So what is the equation for a linear function? Let's say in some slope-intercept form, slope-intercept form. Slope-intercept form equation is y equal to mx plus b. Mx plus b. That's the slope-intercept form equation. So what is the slope here? You see, slope means rise over run. So if you go this way up to here, then if you go here, then you see rise is 1 and run is 2. Slope is like this. So rise is 1 and the slope is what? Rise over run. Rise divided by run. So rise is 1, run is 2. Now you can say, sir, you went up to here. If I go up to here, what happens? There is the this value is not in the middle somewhere. So go a little bit more, so that you get this point. Then if you go here, then you go there. Then actually rise is 2, run is 4. So 2 divided by 4 equal to again 1 by 2. Same value. My point is same value will come. If you go like more here, same value will come, and you can continue. Even if you want, you can go in this direction also. In this direction also. Now you can say, sir, I am going to the negative direction. Why there is no negative here? Because you are going to the negative direction, negative, and then again you are going to the down, which is again negative. So negative divided by negative equal to positive. Okay, so this is why you get the positive things. Okay. Now, y-intercept. We need here y-intercept. Y-intercept is -1, -2. So this is like -2. So let's write -2. Let's write -2. Minus y-intercept is -2 in this question. So this is the equation of this. This is the equation of this line. What about this one? So y equals to mx plus b, and you already know that for a horizontal line m is 0. That means this part is 0. 0 into x means 0. So basically it is 0. And the y-intercept b is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So this is 3. So that means y equal to 3 is the answer here. Y equals to 3 is the answer here. So what about this part? You can see that this is what? This is some quadratic function, parabola, up opening, and the graph came down to -2, and in the left and right there is no movement. How do we know? Because the vertex is still on the y-axis. So now you know that y equals to, you see actually what happened here, x square graph came down to 2 units, and that means it will be x square now see, if it is 2 unit up, then it is +2. So as the graph is 2 unit down, so it will be -2. That's the equation of this graph. This one have actually different types of movement in this direction, that direction. So let's use some little bit somewhat vertex. We can actually use this concept also, but let's use our y equals to vertex form. Let's say y equals to a into x minus h whole square, x minus h whole square plus k. We use this formula, which is h and k is the vertex. So what is, because we can see directly the vertex. You can say, sir, why you did not use this formula here? Actually, we can use this formula here also. It will give us the same answer. So it is the vertex. So vertex is what? Minus 1, comma 1, 2, 3. Minus 1, comma 3 is the vertex. Minus 1, comma 3 is the vertex. So that means we already know that x. You see, there is a minus, there is another minus. So minus minus plus. So it will become x plus 1 whole square plus k. K means what? 3. Okay, so this k means 3. K means 3. This is a. A is the how much wide or how much wide this or narrow the graph is. So let's look at that. See, if you go 1 unit this direction, then you go another unit this direction. Basically, you get the graph. So basically, it is 1 divided by 1. Rise over run. If you think it that way, rise is 1, run also 1. So 1 divided by 1 means 1, and the graph is going to the downside. So basically, it is minus 1. Minus 1 minus you minus 1. Okay, let's write minus 1. 1 is not necessary to write here. It looks not that good to write the 1. But this is, you can write, no problem. Y equal to minus 1 into x plus 1 whole square plus 3. This is the equation of this graph according to the analysis event. Okay. So this is how we get the graph, and also we have the solution here. As you can see, this is the solution and the solution. If you want to see it, they are the same. They are the same as we solved. So they are the same as we solved. Then we have, say, one number has a slope of 3 and y-intercept of minus 4. Then how to find out the equation of that line? So slope is given, y-intercept is given. You know the equation formula is, the rule is y equal to mx plus b. Y equal to mx plus b is the rule. So y-intercept is minus 4. This is actually the b value. Minus 4 is the value of b. B is the y-intercept. And slope is 3. So this is the value of m. So that means 3x. 3x minus 4 is the answer of the first question. Has a slope of minus 1 and contains the point 2, 5. So that means this is what? That means this is they're talking about the equation of the line which 1 point is given and slope is given. That means point slope form of the equation that we have seen in some other sections. Point slope form means y minus y1 equals to m into x minus x1, x minus x1. So what is given here? See, the value of slope m is given. So this value you will put here, minus 1 you will put here. Then the point is 2, 5. That means x is 2. So x1 is 2. You will put 2 here. And 5 is y1. So you will put 5 here. That means y minus 5 equals to minus 1 into x minus 2. Then you just combine it. You just do some calculation to find out the final answer. Simple. That's just simply that. 3 number. This is 2, 1 and 4, 3. That means, see here, what is missing here? Slope is missing here. So we have to find out the slope. Then we can use this equation again to find out the answer. So slope, how can we find out the slope? You know the formula for slope. If 2 points is given, 2 points, here is 1 point, here is 1 point, they are given. If 2 points are given, then what can we do is y1 minus y2 or y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. x2 minus x1. So we can use this formula, and you can see already 2 points. 2 points are given. This is x1, this is y1, this is x2, this is y2. You can consider opposite way also. This is x1, y1, this is x2, y2 also. Put it here, then you will get the value of m. Once you get the value of m, x1, y1, you already have x1, y1 here. Any point you can consider x1, y1. It will give you the answer. 4 number contains the point minus 3, 2 and is parallel to the line y equal to twice x plus 1. So you see one point is given already, and another line, you have to find out another line which is parallel to this line. So parallel means what? Parallel means the slope is same. So now we know the slope is, that means we know that slope equal to m equal to 2 and one point is given, that means we can use this equation. That if one point and slope is given, then we can use this equation. If 2 points is given, slope is not given, then we have to combine them, this one and this one. Okay, there is a rule. And the answers are here if you want to see the answer of these questions. They are here. Same process, same method we followed. Then we get the answer like this. Find out the vertex and intercept of each of the question functions. So how do we find out the vertex and intercepts? How do we find them? You know that the vertex we have for finding the vertex we have some formula rule. This, first of all, this question is given in which shape? Is it given in the vertex form? It's not given in the vertex form. This is not given in the vertex form. This is given in some standard form. That means why I'm asking you this question? Because if it is given in the vertex form, then this is super easy to find out the vertex. Like we can just look at, oh, this one and this one is vertex. We can see that. But here we cannot see it. That's why we have to go for the rule, for the mechanism to find out the vertex. So the x value of the vertex is super easy, minus b by twice a, and you know that the a is the coefficient of x square, b is the coefficient of x, and c is this constant term. So you just put it b, that means minus 4. This is actually plus 4 and minus is coming from here. This minus will remain same. Then 2 into what is here? 2 into a value is 1, that means 2 into 1. So this equals to what? So this is minus 4 divided by 2. Minus 4 divided by 2 means minus 2. So minus 2 is the value of the vertex x value. And what is the vertex y value? Vertex y value, to get the vertex y value, now we have to put this minus 2, this minus 2. Whatever you get the answer in this question, this is what? This is x value of the vertex. So x value means, now you can see there is a x here. So put this value, put this minus 2 here for the x. Then you will get the y value, because this side is y. This side is y, this is y. So y equal to this, so y equal to this. If you put the value of x here, then you will get the value of y. So put it here. That means minus 2. Why I am showing it elaborately this way? Because all the math is same. If you get the equation this format, all the math is same. Then minus 12. And then you can see that these are just some numbers. You can just simply do the calculation to get the solution. Then, so this is the vertex, and same. This is also same for this question also, vertex finding. And now to get the x-intercept and y-intercept, finding x-intercept and y-intercept, the rule is to get the x-intercept and y-intercept. The rule is, first of all, y-intercept finding is like super easy. That is, you have to put 0 here, and for the x, and 0 here for the x. So y-intercept is minus 2, because 0 into anything equal to 0, so they will make everything 0. So that means y-intercept is minus 12. For this math also, y-intercept finding is super easy. This is sometimes very annoying to us, sometimes when students make the mistake in the y-intercept also. Come on people, this is y-intercept is super easy. This extra number is always the y-intercept. For this math also, this value and this value will become 0. This is the y-intercept. Always this way. You put x equal to 0, everywhere you see x, then the number remaining is the y-intercept. So this is the y-intercept. But x-intercept finding is not that straightforward always. How do we find out x-intercept? To find out the x-intercept, we have to put like, oh, I have this little bit. Okay, let's try this one, how it looks. So we have to put y equal to 0. Y is what? This side is y. So this is 4x, then minus 12 equal to 0. Then you do the middle term factoring, then you get this one. I mean, why I'm saying middle term factoring, this math is middle term factoring is possible, or just So that's why you can just do the factoring and you will get the, by using the zero product rule, then you can find out the answer. And if you do it, it will become x, because plus 6 minus 2 will give you the, will give you this, plus 6 minus 2 will give you this 4. 6 minus 2 equal to 4, and 6 into 2 equal to 12. Yeah. And 1 is positive, 1 is negative. 6 is positive, 2 is negative. That's why minus 12 will come also. So x plus 6 is one answer, and x minus 2 is another factor. So what is the x-intercept? You know that if the factor, they are in the factor form, if this is plus, x-intercept is minus 6. If this is minus, x-intercept is plus 2. So they are the x-intercept here. They are the x-intercept here. Now for this math, this is not that way, because you will notice that you cannot do the middle term factoring. Can we do the middle term factoring? This is 2 into 1, 2 plus 1, 2 plus 1 minus 1. No, we cannot do the middle term factoring because of the sign. We cannot do the middle term factoring. So what we have to do is, you know, if we cannot do the middle term factoring, then we have our final friend, and that is the quadratic formula, x equals to minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac divided by minus b plus minus square root of b square minus 4ac b square minus 4ac divided by twice a. So you just put the value of a, b and c here, then you do the calculation, you will get the answer definitely this way. So the answers are this. So these are the answers for these two maths. These are the answers for these two maths. The final calculation, if you do, then the answer will come this way. So this one, linear and quadratic model application maths. This is like this part is the most elegant, I think, part in all these sections always, because the applications are the main our goal actually. We want to apply things that we learn. There's the purpose of, sometimes there's the purpose. I mean, most of the time this is the purpose. Of course, there are some exceptions as well. So an airplane burns 50 liters of fuel on takeoff plus these 375 liters per hour while in the flight. So you see what is happening here is this 50 liters of the fuel on the takeoff. So this airplane uses this 50 liter one time. Then after it takeoffs, after the plane is after taking off the flight of the plane, this 50 liter they never use. It is already used and gone. Then it goes for this rate. That means 375 liter per hour. Every hour 375 liter it starts using, and it keeps using it. That means that 50 liter is separate some value. This 50 liter is some separate value. One time use. This 50 liter one time use. Then this 375 liters per hour, that means 375 liter per hour. You can write here x also, hour h also equals to f of h. I gave here h, so that's why I have to write here h. So f of h equals to this. You can write, you can say, sir, I don't like h here. I want to give here this x. Then you have to give here x. So this is the function. Now, how do you know that? There is another technique. How do we know that this 375 will be with the x? How do we know? The reason is this word, per hour. Yes, this 375 liters per hour, per. So if you see this kind of word, per hour, each hour, every hour, that means this is the variable. This value is the this hour is the variable actually, and this value will go with the variable. Per hour, each hour, every hour, that means this value will go to the variable. And how much fuel would the plane use if it flew for 7 hours? That means x equal to 7, you will put here and you do the calculation, you will get the answer. That part is easy, like you put the value and then just do the calculation. You have calculators and other things to do it also. Okay. 7, where you will put 7? Here. Okay, you will put here into 7, into 7. The total cost in thousand of dollars, of producing x thousand t-shirts is given by the function f of x. This is a cost function. 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 How many t-shirt would be should you produce in order to minimize the total cost? So minimum value, I said minimum value, maximum value. If you want to find out the minimum value, maximum value, what we do? We actually go for the vertex, because vertex is the, when it is up opening down opening parabola, vertex is the maximum value. But it is what? It is what? It is this value is positive. That means it is this value is false. That means the graph is like this. That means the graph is like this. So this value is what? Lowest. This value is the lowest. That's why the question is minimum. Question is minimum. That means we have to find out the vertex x value. Amount of t-shirt. Amount of t-shirt. We have to find out the x value. Producing x thousand of t-shirt. T-shirt is x. T-shirt is x. This x is the t-shirt. And when you use the formula, this rule minus b by twice a, what you get? What you get? You get the x value. What you get the x value when you use that. That's why, and the t-shirt is x. That's why you will automatically, if you use it, automatically you will get the solution. You will get the answer. How many t-shirt would you need to produce for the total cost to be $6,000? So this is total cost is given. That means this is the value of fx. Fx is given here. That means 6 equals to, now 6,000. See, we are not putting 1,000 here because everything, the entire function is in 1,000. So we do not have to put 1,000 here. And how do we know that entire function is in 1,000? Because it is written in the question. Because it is written in the question in thousand of dollars. The whole question is in the thousand. So we do not have to give 1,000 here anymore. Now when you have this kind of thing, actually, if you bring this 6 to this side, then you can do the middle term factoring, and you will get the value of x. And sometimes if you get one positive value and one negative value, you will consider the positive value for the answer. You will consider the positive value for the answer. So this part, after this line, the calculation is easy. Like next line, let me show you the next line then, so that you can do the calculation. So x square minus 5x. If this 6 goes to this side, then what will happen? If this 6 goes to this side, then what will happen is we will get this minus 6 here. So 10 minus 6 equals to 4. So the plus 4 is here, equal to 0. So if we do the factoring, is this factoring is possible? So x square minus 4x. Oh, I'm doing it now, right? Minus x minus 4. Then if I take x common, it becomes x minus 4. And if I take minus 1 common, then it becomes what? If I take minus 1 common, then it becomes x plus 4. So what is going on here? That means middle term factoring is not possible. Oh, it looked like middle term, looked like very fancy, silly number. That means middle term factoring is not possible, because if I give here minus minus, I have to give, because this is also, there is another way to understand it. Anyway, oh, this is plus. This value is already plus. This value is, if this value is plus, then if I take minus common, then this value is, oh, this value is yeah, this is possible. I made mistake. So this is plus, this is plus. So this will remain plus, this is minus, this is minus. So if I take x common, x minus 4, and if I take 1 common, minus 1 common, then x minus 4 again. So x minus 4, x minus 1. So it is x minus 4 and x minus 1. They are the factor. So that means one answer is 4, another answer is 1. We have two solutions here, and both is valid. How many t-shirts would you need to produce for the total cost to be $6,000. So we have two value where our costing is $6,000, and this is possible because of what do you know? Because of this value. Suppose maybe $6,000 here and $6,000 here. There is because there is some two arms in the there is some two arms. Like, do you understand? That's why. If you do it this way, there is one here and one here, or one here and one here. In the parabola, you have like two value always, two consecutive value, and in this case, both are positive. So that's the process, and let's look at the answer. See, either 1,000 or 4,000. So we have two answers, and this value is the minus b by 2 you have this kind of things, and this answer, see, 370 plus 5. When you put 7 here, then you get this kind of solution. I think that's the end. I think, yeah, that's the end. So thank you all. Thank you very much, and best of luck for your quiz. Okay, quiz questions will be based on like this kind of similar pattern of the questions. So please feel free to practice this kind of questions. If you have questions, you can ask me during the class time, and or you can take the appointment also. I can help. Thank you all. Thank you very much.